Welcome to the Tennis Warehouse Racket review of the Solinco Blackout 300. Known mostly for its highly successful line of tennis strings, Solinco introduces the stealthy Blackout 300 into the market. 40T carbon fiber material at 3 and 9 o'clock combines with liquid crystal technology within the frame layup to produce a solid yet responsive and comfortable feel. The racket is powerful and speedy on court thanks to a 3/16 swing weight and a 6-point headlight balance. It also offers a customizable experience thanks to the addition of weighted butt caps. As soon as I saw the specs of this racket, I was excited to get out on court with it. I have a history of using rackets like the Pure Drive and also the T-Flash 300. So this 300 gram specs, very close to my heart. This one offers tremendous power. Thought super easy access to spin as well. So it was really fun when I was rallying from the backcourt to load up my shots with as much pace and spin as I could get behind the ball. And I really see how much damage I could do when I was hitting with my buddies here at T-Dub. When I was up at the net, I got some really nice pop on it. I could punch my volleys away. Anything up high, like an overhead or a high volley, something I could take a swing at. There's a lot of power there to help me get the ball away. And then I could tap into that spin when I wanted to carve an angle or make the ball drop short. And I found that worked better for me than trying to just soften the hand and feel the ball, just to cut underneath it, use the spin potential of the racket to get the ball to die away. On serves, easy access to power, super easy to roll the ball in with spin too on the second serve, so it's really an effortless experience right there. So I think if you're looking for a racket that's going to give you a nice crisp, powerful, spin-friendly response, this is a good way to go.
It seems to be a rare occasion for me these days to actually go out onto a court with a racket that I've never hit a version of before. So I was excited to try out this Solinco Blackout 300. And as soon as I got on court though, the specs felt really familiar in hand. It was easy to transition into, and I was getting loads of power from the baseline, and I was getting tons of spin, more spin than I normally would see coming off of my ground stroke swing. And I really liked it with Hyper G in here. I was getting some really nice cross-court dippers going, and then as I moved forward to net following those up, I liked the mobility of this racket. I thought it offered good pace on my volleys, and I like to keep it simple, so it worked really well for me there. As I transitioned into point play after rallying around with this racket is where I noticed I was having a little bit of trouble gauging my depth, but I was really enjoying how easy it was to hit with power. And again, on serve, again, was the power and the spin, the easy access there was the standout feature for me. Overall, I think players who are really familiar with Hyper G will love to try it out in this racket if you're looking for easy access to power and spin.
This racket has all the characteristics you'd expect of a modern player's racket. It's very powerful, very spin friendly, it's easy to swing, it has a more firmer response. What makes this one a little bit different from the others though is I found the launch angle to be a little bit higher, which made this racket very easy to rally with. I found that I can just not really have too much effort and get good depth and pace with this one. When it comes to point play, I found that this racket was lacking a little bit of control. I found that it was launching the ball longer than I would typically find it with my own racket. But overall, I'd say this is a great racket for those players that are looking for easy power and easy spin.
I was really excited when I picked up this racket and looked at the specs. They are perfectly right where I like them, and I have to agree with what all the other playtesters said. Right off the bat, I picked up this racket. It was extremely easy to use. I had no adjustment period, and I found easy power and easy spin. I liked it was really easy to swing from the baseline, and it had a nice forgiving sweet spot, and that for me equaled fun to rally with. Now when it came to points, I noticed two things. The first was when I was on the defense and I was really reaching for a ball. I was getting great depth with my ball, and the ball was landing deep in the court, and I was keeping myself in a neutral position in the point. Now when it came to attacking balls, I was having a little bit of an issue with overhitting. I was lacking a little bit precision, so I was aiming for bigger targets. Now starting off the points with serves, I loved how easy it was to hit power, but I was aiming for bigger targets. I loved kind of hitting in the middle kind of body to jam my opponent, and with returns, it was super fun to be aggressive, but I could easily overhit. So with both serves and returns, I was kind of dialing back and adding a little bit more spin to keep that ball in the court. Overall, this is a really powerful, spin-friendly racket, perfect for an explosive player.
We strung up this Solinco racket with Solinco's Hyper G at 52 pounds. For more information on this racket or anything else tennis related, be sure to go to Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.